Humility is one of the human virtues which is a bit neglected by modern times. And this is not fair, because humility, in fact, is a very, very beautiful quality of being human. Therefore, probably it's time to cast a different light on humility, light that allows us to see the deeper layers of that concept and which probably allows us to honor humility in a proper way. In order to do so, again, I would like to refer to ancient Greek mythology, because the ancient Greeks, most likely in an unprecedented way, honored humility in the person of one of their most favorite goddesses, namely Hestia. Hestia was the sister of Zeus, the eldest sister of Zeus, the big boss in Mount Olympus. She was the one who cared for the community of the gods. Whenever the god assembled, she was there, she prepared the table, and what she actually did, she lit the hearth fire. And that is her major function in the understanding of the ancient Greeks. Hestia was the goddess who was celebrated and worshipped in every Greek house. This, by the way, is the reason why there are almost no temples in ancient Greece, because each hearth fire was her temple, each house was her temple. And whenever the ancient Greeks assembled for having dinner together, or when they invited friends to their house, what as the modern Greeks do, the ancient Greeks did as well, then they started with a tiny brief ceremony in order to remember Hestia and to thank her for the gifts of Mother Nature. So Hestia was omnipresent in the ancient Greek world, even though she was never standing on the stage. And this exactly tells us something about her character. The storytellers tell us that she was very beautiful. She was calm, she was kind and gentle, warm-hearted and ever smiling. She had a beautiful character, and there's a lovely story which describes this character, in my opinion, in a very nice way. Well, I told you that the gods liked to have dinner together, and whenever they met in the palace of Zeus on Mount Olympus, they came together and they sat down on a great table with 12 seats, because there were 12 Olympian gods. One day the gods had invited a foreign guest, another god who was called Dionysus. And as a gift, Dionysus gave to the gods his invention, the wine. And of course, the gods were very happy with that beautiful present, and therefore they decided that Dionysus should share their company, and they wanted him to become part of their community. Now, problem was, only 12 seats. What can we do? Of course, it was Hestia who rose up and offered her seat to Dionysus so that he could sit down, whereas Hestia took a step back and remained there in the background, ever smiling, ever calm, ever gentle. And this reminds us of a very crucial universal principle. A principle we usually forget, such as moderns forget Hestia and humility. What kind of principle am I talking about? It is the principle that there's always someone or something in the background who keeps the energy, a kind of firekeeper who keeps the room warm, who lights the fire of the hearth. Life would be impossible without those who do that job, who do that service, those who keep the space and who care for the space in which people can meet each other. Without that kind of service, life would not be possible. We need others that we can serve and others who serve us. We need this mutual serving each other, because otherwise we could not evolve our aliveness. And this is true for companies and organizations as well. Without those humble persons who remain in the background without standing on the stage and performing constantly their wonderful ego, nothing would ever work. And therefore, it is time that we too start to honor those who are the fire keepers of our companies, of our families, of our personal life. Thank you.